9 red flags you're dealing with a master manipulator. Have you ever had that sinking feeling that someone isn't being entirely honest with you? Red flag alert. One of the biggest signs you're dealing with a manipulator is when someone seems to predict your reactions with uncanny accuracy. They might appear super intuitive or even caring. And what they're really doing is gathering intel on your emotions and behaviors to control the situation. If someone always knows exactly what to say or do to get a specific reaction out of you, be cautious. That's a key tactic manipulators use to get what they want. Red flag 1. They're super charming, but only at first. If you have ever met someone who's super friendly and charming when you first meet them, but are suddenly mean or cold when you get to know them more, that's a glaring red flag of a master manipulator. Manipulators are often very charming. They have this mental switch they can flip on and off at will. They use this charm to lure you in and make you feel special. But once they've got you hooked, unable to escape, that's when they will show their true colors. So, if you feel weirdly charmed by someone new but have this gut feeling that you're getting sucked into something bad, take that as a sign that you're being lured by a master manipulator. Red flag 2. They twist the truth. Manipulators are often great storytellers, but here's the catch. Their stories aren't always true. They have a knack for bending the truth, adding a little spice here, omitting a detail there, all to fit their narrative. They can turn a simple conversation into a confusing maze, leaving you questioning your own memories. So, if you find yourself constantly feeling confused or doubting your own recollection after talking with someone, it's time to start feeling wary. When this happens, remember that it's not a you problem. They're just really good at manipulating other people. Red flag 3. They make you feel guilty. Have you ever been made to feel guilty for something that wasn't really your fault? Well, that's another sign you're dealing with a master manipulator. It took me a while to realize that they were manipulating my feelings to escape their own responsibility. If you ever find yourself feeling guilty or apologizing when you've done nothing wrong, take a step back. You may be dealing with a master manipulator. I remember once, I had a friend who would always cancel our plans at the last minute. However, somehow, by the end of our conversation, I would end up apologizing for not being understanding enough. Red flag 4. They make you feel less than. In a first job right out of college, the experience with a boss revealed subtle yet impactful manipulation tactics. This boss had a peculiar way of consistently making employees feel inadequate. Regardless of how hard they worked, efforts were belittled, with a constant focus on what could have been done better and rarely any acknowledgement of what was done well. Initially, it seemed like the boss was simply pushing for improvement. However, over time, it became clear that this was a deliberate manipulation strategy. By instilling doubt about their abilities, the boss kept employees striving to prove themselves, often leading them to work overtime in the hopes of gaining approval. When someone consistently undermines your worth or makes you feel like you're never good enough, it's a clear red flag. This behavior is not a reflection of personal inadequacies, but a deliberate attempt at manipulation. Red flag 5. They gaslight you. Gaslighting is when someone messes with your perception of reality. They deny facts, dismiss your feelings, and twist situations to make you doubt your own experiences. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious forms of manipulation. It's downright nasty and can leave you questioning your own sanity. If you're constantly second-guessing yourself around someone, feel like you're losing your grip on reality, it's time to take a hard look at their behavior. Remember, trust your instincts. You're not crazy. They might just be a master manipulator. Red flag 6. They're controlling. Manipulators often show a strong need to control others. They want to dictate what you do, how you think, and even how you feel. Red flag 7. They never apologize. Ever dealt with someone who's never wrong? Ever tried to get an apology out of them? It's like trying to squeeze water from a stone, right? Master manipulators rarely apologize because admitting they're wrong would shatter the image they've carefully crafted. They'll twist the narrative, blame others, or even play the victim, all to avoid you saying those 3 simple words: I am sorry. If you're dealing with someone who never admits their mistakes or apologizes, you've got a red flag on your hands. This control isn't always overt. It can be subtle, like influencing your choices or decisions under the guise of caring about your well-being. Red flag 8. They use your weaknesses against you. This one is tough to swallow. It's painful to think that someone would take your vulnerabilities, things you shared in confidence, and use them as ammunition. But that's exactly what master manipulators do. They store these weaknesses like weapons in an arsenal, ready to use when they need to gain control or win an argument. Red flag 9. They're hot, then they're cold. Being with a master manipulator is unpredictable. One minute they're warm, friendly and full of compliments. The next they're distant, cold and critical. This confusing cycle can leave you feeling anxious and walking on eggshells, unsure of where you stand. Behind this emotional push and pull is a manipulator's intent to control. By keeping you off balance, they maintain the upper hand. If you spot these signs making you feel inadequate, predicting your reactions, or always shifting blame, it's a clear sign to walk away. Manipulators thrive on control, and your well-being is too important to let them keep you under their influence. When you see these red flags, it's time to leave. Thanks for watching.